Hey, thanks for watching the video I made, my TikTok for why your company should tell its story on TikToks. I am so all into the 15-second video format. I'm going to tell you why I think it's so important to adopt this. So in the beginning of the video, the first thing I'm starting out with is I'm calling it micro content marketing, but I'm talking about the idea that traditionally what we do is we take a lot of photos and we'll edit out the very best ones. We'll take a lot of video and edit that out. Same with podcasts. And this idea reverses that whole concept. And the reason why it does that is that I'll begin by talking about how the average engagement rate for a TikTok video, and not to mention YouTube came out with YouTube Shorts last March. So they've only been out for a year, but they've actually added a button. They're so committed to this idea. And then there's been Instagram Reels. So everybody's leaning in hard into the short video format. And if you know anything about Vine, that was the 6-second video format that came out in 2013, which Twitter owned before they shut it down due to competition. But now that's where TikTok is really coming into its own, is going back to that a little bit shorter, the 15 to 30 second. They're saying here that 21 to 34 seconds is the mark. And so the one thing that I did do is I figured out, all right, so if we're talking about 15 seconds, that's what the whole reverse is about. It takes about 15 seconds to speak 35 words. So you're talking about 35 to 70 words. And so what I did was I started journaling about marketing. And I'm trying to write little 35-second stories with a great headline. But if I select these, and I can see that there's 33 words. And so I can get a sense, and it changes everything you think about who you are when you're trying to tell stories in these little 35 to 70 word increments, with the idea that you really need to have a beginning, a middle, and an end. Or right, you got a beginning of the story, then you get your middle of the story, and then you got your conclusion. That's the way a normal story is. The hook is the beginning, the value, the middle, and then the end is the call to action. So that's what that's talking about. That's the structure. And then the other thing I'm doing is I'm grouping things in major categories. Now that's introduction, for my interns, micro content marketing, coding stories, content design, my studio, all those stories. I did one on Ada Lovelace. This structure, and then I'll tag them to kind of bind those all together. But you can see the key structure is a major category, and then you tell little stories in between those categories. And once you write those, and I really encourage you to write every single day, either write new ones or refine some. And then what you do from these stories, I use the commenting feature to take notes about where I'm getting information and music. So the next stage is to what I'm calling a storyboarding. So you're just kind of going, I want to have this, I want to have that. And then you're going to figure out what kind of little images you can take, videos you can take. A lot of the videos, so here's my TikTok channel. A lot of the videos, I'm just filming with my camera. I'm just showing my computer screen with my phone, kind of going in and telling a story about Ada Lovelace. This particular one has gotten, I get a like on this video at least once a day, at least one like once a day. I've never in my history of social media have had something that I put up. And again, I don't have that many, and I'm not really getting a ton of likes yet, but more than I ever have. And these are the videos I have up, and my commitment is 1 to 2 a week. And then I'd like to get up to 5 a week, because you can see like it's much easier when you're just telling little 15-second stories. You can write all kinds of cool stories, and then you should be able to get it to a point where you can kind of produce things really quickly. You can use your phone. They've got green screen. I don't want to forget to mention that this is a particular video about the TikTok editing tools, which are, in a lot of ways, they are better than the Adobe suite of Premiere Pro video editing and Audition audio editing, because you have all those baked in there, because you also have augmented reality where they're doing filters, and it's crazy. It's all packed into this app. There's almost nothing you can't do. They transcribe things. You can do so much with your phone. I don't want to forget to talk about music. TikTok kind of led the way in how they were able to work out rights with recording houses to get these little short 15 versions of popular music, because people love using music as a layer. What's really important is those layers, because these videos are actually designed to loop. And Vine was the first one that came up with this idea of looping 6 seconds, right? Looping. When you're looping, what that means is, in video, we've never really done that before. We've never had that situation where you can watch it, repeat. So it gives you the opportunity to do is layer in a lot of content. You can do things a lot shorter. A lot of time, and you don't have to do it that way, but I'm saying it is unique when you pack a lot, but you engage somebody, you hide a lot of stuff, to get people to oh, let me watch that again. What did I see? Like really pack a lot into those 15 seconds. You can use copy, you can use music, you can use your words, you can use visuals and videos. Then to the video end, I want to show you this. So a lot of videos in the end of this video all came from stock photos. So right after there, that's stock photo. That's stock photo, and that's the stock photos are all free from Pexels. The other thing that's really important is that everybody are watching these things on their phones, and this is the orientation you need to start to shoot in. You need to think of looping videos, short form, storytelling. We have this new opportunity to engage an audience, and I'm going to keep telling you more stories about that, but I highly recommend that you follow me on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube, Gary Ricky, because I really want to share. I'm just so into this, and I'm going to help other people, organizations do this type of thing, get really super efficient using the phone, really leaning in on the phone and some of these inexpensive tools like the video editing tools like Kapwing, and to make it easy for customers to really engage with their audience with these new tools.